American Primeval was fucking awesome, dude.
Thanks, man.
That show's so good. I started watching it with my wife, but she's like, "Nope, gotta go."
Too much. Man.
She can't handle.
It's a lot.
Things get intense. That's a fucking intense, but also probably super accurate.
Yes.
Like one of the most accurate representations of what life was probably like in the West back then.
Yeah. Yeah. I learned so much on that, man. I mean, living in Montana, I got to this cowgirl friend of mine who I met at that ranch had been working with this shaman just outside of Livingston. And I was telling her I'm playing a guy that kind of raised by Shoshone and all this. And like that was kind of where I hung my hat of like, if this guy lost his family at 6 or 7 and then adopted or sold to the Shoshone, this is who he is. He's more Shoshone than he is white. So I started working with this shaman, which was incredible. And then went down to the Shoshone Reservation, Wind River, worked with the elders there. It's tough, man, because obviously going there, you're like, and they knew I was coming, but it's like you're talking to these elders, and it's like we meet 5 minutes in, and I'm like, so what do you guys do when you bury your wife? Ooh. And you're asking these heavy, heavy questions.
Cultural questions.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is true meaning behind it all. So she took a long beat, and she's like, I'll get back to you on that. I'll get back to you on that. And then I went into this other room at the school there, and this other elderly woman comes in a wheelchair, and she sits there, and she's like, what do you want to know? And so we just sat there for hours, and she was incredibly transparent and just really open. And I would take all this and go to Pete and be like, listen, if we got to honor these guys, so let's do it right. And he was all ears. And the Shoshone was very tough to learn.
When you say working with a shaman, like what did you do?
Yeah, so we'll do like 2-hour sweats.
Like a sweat lodge?
Yeah, yeah.
How do they have that set up? Like a fire in the middle of it or something?
Yeah, so it's fire is always burning before you start the sweat. And then he'll grab river rocks from Yellowstone River, and then the fire's going, and he'll bring these rocks that are in the fire into the middle of the sweat lodge. And there's 4 doors to this one. And you'll fast the day before, and he'll put the river rocks in the middle, and they're smoking hot, right? And then he brings river water from a spring or whatever. And then you fast, and then you have your intention ties. So you would sit down with them for an hour or two and talk about what you want out of this. Sometimes it's like, do I want to have a kid? Or a buddy of mine was using heroin for something, so I would bring him and have a sweat and just give him my energy in this sweat to help him. Or my dad passed or something. Or it can be light too. It doesn't have to be so heavy. Mm-hmm. But he's been amazing. Like before, like I start a movie in a couple weeks, and I'm just gonna go do a sweat and get ready for that. And whatever energy he's gonna give me to go into this shoot. And then for Primeval, it was fucking beautiful. Like I wasn't a good rider. I'm still not on horses. And he gave me, like, my horse has a feather. If you really watch, I have 4 horses in it, but my first horse has a feather in him. And I wanted to do all these and honor the horses, which obviously the Shoshone do. So he just taught me a shit ton about just to honor that tribe and honor what they do and to be as authentic as possible. So that helped me root Isaac so much. But yeah,
that's such an intense character. And imagine like you're playing a guy who's a white guy who's like deeply ingrained with Native American life, and so it's like it's very conflicted. There's a lot going on there, but you want to embody what this guy would be like.
Yeah, and you meet him when he's mourning, right? And he's lost his wife and his son, and he married into the tribe. So the female chief, I married her daughter and had a son. And so when you meet Isaac, he's just in mourning. And everything is full circle. Everything is circular with them. So the only way he could reunite with his family is to die honorably. So that influences the way I fight. So the way Isaac fights is all in. Wild. Like biting.
Yeah.
I just got chills thinking about this. There's a fight, I think, in episode 2, which was fucking insane. And we didn't rehearse. This is very Berg. And we have one guy's Blackfeet, unbelievable guy. And I kept using him because he's a great stuntman. And so Pete's like, you guys are going to fucking roll down this hill. And I want you to fight your way to the river. And then we'll cut. And then I want you to fight in the river. This is like maybe 28 degrees in that river. The safety guy is like, whoa. This is not cool. And this is all like on the go. So JJ Dashnaw, my double, is like all in. He loves this. This is near the end of the shoot too. So, and everyone's game. And that fight was just so fucking intense.
So is it choreographed at all?
Nothing.
Literally
nothing.
So how do you know like when he's gonna punch or you're gonna punch?
Yeah, so if it's you and me, it's like you will walk the area, make sure there's no sticks or whatever that we're gonna impale us. And during the fight, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna flip you.
Oh wow.
And then it's like, okay, I'm gonna get on top. And then
so you have to say it.
Yeah. And then Pete will be yelling behind camera to be like, okay, now work your way on top of him. And then we'll fight, work our way, roll, work our way. And then he's like, okay, find a rock, kill him.
Jesus Christ.
And then that war cry, which I'm so proud of. I worked on that forever. But, and I had talked to Pete about it for, months before, but we're just rolling so quick. And I told our A camera, Brett, to get in tight. I mean, any shot with Pete is fucking tight, which I love. And I'm like, B, I'm gonna do this war cry, so don't go down to him and he's like, gotcha. And so when I did it, Pete finally called cut and he goes, what the fuck? I was not fucking ready for that. And it's those moments, though, that he allows you to just go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's such a smart guy.
He is, man.